Welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. You have caught me in the middle of cleaning, and I'm going to be cleaning underneath my kitchen cabinets today, but I've also cleaned out some of my buckets to store all of my cleaners in, and I'm using some shop cloths in the bottom so that it makes it easier to clean these out. Each time I decide to clean this out, it'll catch all the dust and debris that might fall into my buckets. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to get underneath my sink, and y'all are going to see all the excess cleaners and stuff that we have bought over the years. Some of them have not been used in a long time. So we're going to see what we're going to keep, what we're going to get rid of. And then I might do some cleaning on the outside of my cabinets if I have time that allows. So that is the first bucket. I have another bucket down here that only has 2 sections. And y'all, these buckets were a lifesaver in our old home, and I just came across them when I was doing some decluttering. And I said, well, we're going to put them back to use because these cost us money on the initial end, and they make it so much easier for me to get around. So for this bucket, I need 2 cloths in the bottom on each side, and that will help me to capture any of the dust that might build up on these buckets. So this one has been lined. It just takes a couple of minutes to do it. So let's get down closer to what I'm going to be working on. Y'all don't look at all the dirt on my outside of my cabinets. They are raw. They have never been painted. So we're going to try to get these cleaned up one day and get them painted in the near future. So that's a project on my list of the many lists that I have. So y'all can see I've got a lot of cleaners in here, a lot of excess stuff in here. I have some pots and pans that won't fit anywhere else, and more cleaners over there. Of course, I know these 2 containers are not going to hold all of this stuff, but we're going to try to get it as condensed down as possible and put things in the bucket that I am going to use the most. So we're going to start on this side and see what we can do with that. Well, let's look in the caddy. So this is what I've pulled out of my cabinet for my caddy, and I probably will have room down there for my caddy to go back in there. This is the lavender and clary sage air freshener that I use, and I love it. You can spray it on your furniture and closets and everywhere. This is Clorox disinfectant wipes. I will probably not be using these products once they're used up. I will be going to either a vinegar-based cleaner, or I will go to a rubbing alcohol-based cleaner. I have granite counters, so I can't use the vinegar on here, but I can use the rubbing alcohol. But I have to be careful because it's next to my stove, and rubbing alcohol is flammable, so I have to be careful with that. So once these are used up, they will not be bought again. I have my homemade window cleaner. It's got cornstarch in it so you can see where you've missed on your windows. Really a nice cleaner. I need to use up my gallon of Windex cleaner in here, and I'll probably be using it on our vehicle to clean the windows. So that will be used outside. I got this Carpet Fresh that I made when we had carpet. And it has clary sage and lavender and baking soda in it. This is really good to use on your mattresses and on your furniture when you're getting ready to vacuum. Just sprinkle it on those and then vacuum those as well, and that will pull up any dead skin cells, pet hair, anything that might be in there that you don't want in there. And it leaves a fresh scent, so that's really nice to have. I've got a squeegee for my windows. On this far side, I've got 70% rubbing alcohol. And like I said, I can use this on my counters. I can add some essential oils to this to give it a scent, or I can mix it with some of my herbs from my garden and infuse the rubbing alcohol for a cleaner. I have some Old English that covers up scratch on my furniture, and this one is for dark woods. I had one for light woods, but I think I've used it all up. Once that's gone, it's probably going to be gone from my house forever because there are natural things that I can do to cover scratches. I've got the 3M dust can. This is good for cleaning keyboards, cleaning around your sewing machine, cleaning windowsills, and then corners that you can't reach. That helps to get your house a lot cleaner. And it's missing the little straw that goes to it, but I have one on the other. I can take off that one. And this will probably be taken out of my house once it's used up as well, is the Indust. And this is real good to spray on your brooms or your dust mops, or a cloth to clean. You can use it on your dashboards, on your blinds, countertops, paneling, windows, all your furniture, and your floors. So it tells you on the back of the can what it's good for. My mother has used this for years and years and years, and y'all, we just don't know what all these cleaners have in them. We really don't. And then I have a little brush that I can get into tight corners. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a toothbrush in here too. I think I have one. Oh, I guess I don't have one. I'll have to find a toothbrush. I have a toothbrush that I can put in here, an old one. That's also really good for getting in those tight corners and cleaning, around your cabinet doors and stuff where you can't get into those real tight spots. So that's going to be my cleaning bucket to take around the house for a little while until I can come up with all the rest of my homemade cleaners. And I do have some of them in my cabinet that needs to come down to the bottom. So we're going to get this taken care of. I've emptied out this. I'm going to see if I can get it back in the back corner and maybe put some stuff back there and then slide this into one of the doors where I can just pull it in and out. Well, thank you, friends, for watching. Y'all see my tomatoes over here. I've moved them, trying to get them some light today because we've got rain. And I've got a kitchen that needs to be thoroughly cleaned, floors especially, and I've got stuff on my counters that needs to be put away. Y'all have a blessed day, and tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Are you excited? I know I am. Be blessed, everybody.